Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for June. I hope you guys are all well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aries out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, just leave the rest for someone else. We're going to start with your present situation, your current circumstances, and then we're going to look at June week by week, all the way up to the end of the month. All right, so be sure that you're not forcing yourself into a reading that is not for you. And let's get moving. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aries? What would you like Aries to know for June? What would you Aries to know? Okay. All right, so Aries, you are starting out with the Knight of Cups. That is a love offer. It is crossed by the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Now, it could be that this love is trying to come in and it will be an epic, epic love, or it could be that you're turning this down. We're going to clarify to see. For some of you, you've ended something as well and you're just searching for love. Let me see what happened here in your recent past. Oh, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you've been running into some players, it looks like. Yeah, there was somebody came in really quick, but left just as quick. So let's see why all this is happening. We have the High Priestess. You're using your intuition. There could be secrets involved here as well. But I feel like the key for you, Aries, is to use that intuition. Now, some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio here. Let's see what's on your mind. Show me what's on Aries' mind. What are they thinking? The Empress, you know your value. You know your worth. You're not chasing after anyone. You're in a very high energy here. I love this card for you because this is really showing me that you know that you are the it girl or the it guy. Like you know that you... like all this abundance and prosperity flows from within you. I also feel like you have a very strong sense of connection with spirit. So you're not questioning your abundance. You're not questioning your worth, and you're not chasing after anybody. So this could indicate that after an ending here that you've got multiple suitors as well. Now, what we're seeing as we go into June is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Be careful with your money, particularly in the beginning of June. But this could be the ending of something that just lacks stability. And again, it could indicate something coming in. So we're going to clarify it. Let me see how you're showing up. Show me how Aries is showing up. I almost feel like Aries, you're just in this Empress energy, you're really just drawing these things into you, but they maybe have not like happened just yet. It's still in process. So you're showing up with the Moon here. You're working in silence. You're moving quietly. I also feel like a lot of you don't feel a need to reveal what's going on in your life to anyone else. Yeah. You're highly, highly intuitive right now with the High Priestess and the Moon and the Empress. You're highly intuitive right now. Let me see the energy coming towards Aries. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be somebody that you worked with at some point. This could also be somebody who has recently closed out some sort of an established foundation. Let's see Spirit's advice for Aries. Judgment. Spirit is saying be wise in your judgment. For some of you, there could be somebody coming back into your energy. Now, your outcome at the end of the month is the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This has to do with making decisions. It has to do with finding balance. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. This is underlying energy, Aries, and it does indicate that you might be feeling a little overwhelmed currently. You're trying to accomplish something. You're trying to get somewhere, but there's a sense of feeling overwhelmed. Like there's just so many problems with it happening, which is another reason why I'm seeing that you're in this energy where you're attracting these things to you. You're manifesting, but they just haven't quite come in. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here? The Lovers. Yeah, you have multiple options here. Particularly, there's two options that you are trying to decide about. And I can see that. I feel like there's multiple options for you. Now, you want a soulmate and you want an offer from a soulmate. Let me see why this Ace of Cups is in the reverse. And you are, again, with this spiritual alignment, you're wanting to be led. You're asking to be led. We have the Hangman. Yeah, you're waiting for this love. You're waiting for a soulmate love. You're not accepting just anyone into your life. You want the real deal. Why is this Knight of Wands here? Why is the Knight of Wands in Aries' recent past? Six of Coins. You maybe overgave in another situation. This would be a situation where somebody came rushing in. You might have been very generous with them. You may have overgiven, and you know, this person, you know, just rushed right back out, and it had nothing to do with you, because Aries, you're showing up here as a you know, very generous person with the Empress energy, but you do have to make sure that you're implementing boundaries. I feel like it, you know, when somebody rushes in, they rush out, they have this player mentality. You don't create that, but you have to have boundaries when you see it. Okay? Excuse me, guys. Let's see why this High Priestess is here. The King of Pentacles. You're using your intuition to draw in a King of Pentacles. Yeah. You don't want a player. You don't want, you know, somebody who's just like a knight. You're looking for this King of Pentacles. Somebody who is going to offer you stability. Somebody who is going to offer you stability and like commitment. They're going to have their act together. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is very generous. They are good with their money. They're very well established. They are very fair. They're very kind, very loving, and very faithful. So this is what I feel like you're intuitively drawing in. That's why all this is happening. Now let's see why you have the Empress in your thoughts, Aries. Because of the Emperor. But the Emperor here is in reverse. You're looking for your Emperor. You do not want a common, everyday, I'm going to settle for this. Maybe you've done that in the past. Maybe you haven't had the boundaries that you needed. You are looking for your Emperor. Yeah, I like this energy for you, actually. I think that this is very strong, good energy, but this does indicate that as of yet, you have not found this Emperor. You're still searching. You're still looking for this Emperor, but you're not chasing. You're drawing. You're drawing. You may have, you know, inadvertently drawn to you a lot of men who could have been like very alpha, masculine type of men or women, if, you know, because we all have the masculine, feminine energies. You are seated in the feminine energy. So the masculine energy you may have drawn to you in the past could have been somebody that, you know, was unhealed. They were not in a high vibration, although they had the ability to do so because they're unhealed. So you're still searching. And I do feel like a lot of you are feeling like, you know, where is this Emperor? Where is my twin flame? You know, my soulmate, whatever it is that you want to call it. So let's look at June and let's see what's happening. All right, Spirit, show me June for Aries. Show me June for Aries. We have the Tower. We have the Seven of Wands. Four of Wands in the reverse. There's that Ten of Wands. Now that's the underlying energy. We have the Moon in reverse. Your energy, it's in the upright. All right, we have the Ace of Wands reversed. Seven of Swords reversed. The Fool in reverse. Eight of Swords reversed. There's a karmic, some sort of a karmic lesson you're learning this month. We have the Five of Cups reversed. And we have the Six of Swords. All right, so I do feel like there is some sort of an ending here. I do. I feel like something here is ending. It's not what you had hoped it would be. And it is causing a Tower moment. So you may be currently experiencing a Tower moment. I do feel like it has to do with an ending of something long-term or a marriage perhaps. And this is why we have this underlying energy of you feeling overwhelmed. You are standing your ground. I definitely see that. In the first week of June, I do see you going through this Tower moment. I see it has to do with this ending. But you're not budging. You're standing your ground even though there are problems all around you. In the second week, I do feel like you are having to face a lot of those problems because something here is being revealed. It could be something from you because you do carry the Moon card in the upright, but whatever this is that has been hidden or, is, not being put out there, it gets revealed in the second week of the month. I'm seeing in the second week, and it's going to cause you some problems. It looks like it has to do with sexual, some sort of sexual behavior. So, and something that's been hidden, something that's been deceptive. So I don't know if you have been hiding something or if you're discovering it with another partner, but it is going to cause you some problems around the middle of the month. I do feel like it is the end of the second week going into the third week that this becomes revealed. And I do feel like, this is something that you were in your head about anyway. You were worrying, you were thinking about this, wondering what was taking place. So I don't know if you're discovering infidelity or you're discovering some kind of sexual inappropriateness with someone else or if it's being revealed about you. But I do feel that either way, it's going to be kind of a big deal. In the third week, I definitely see more information coming out about that in the third week. And I feel like it hits every one of your fear triggers. Fear of having a relationship with anybody else. Because I see that you want love in your life, but it's almost like, not if I have to go through all of this. This information being revealed kind of frees you in a sense. Because you were obsessing about it, you were thinking about it, you were wondering about this. And I do feel like, your worst fears here are being realized as this information comes out, but yet it frees you. So going into the fourth week, I do see you freeing yourself from all this anxiety. I see you learning the lessons from the past. I do see you moving forward out of this chaos because you do want love in your life, and you're realizing that you have had to learn a very difficult lesson here, but there is still the possibility for love. There could be some regrets that you have with regard to a previous connection that ended, but I do feel that even though you have some fears of having a new beginning, which is why these things are being held off, love is being held off, stability is being held off, you're going through some sort of a lesson here, and you have to be able to take the lesson with you, Aries, as you move forward. So you're on the right track, and I do feel like by the end of the month, you're going to be moving forward. And I do feel like, it is a decision that you've made to incorporate change in your life. And I feel that you are opening up your heart to love. You're leaving chaos behind by the end of the month. So it does look like it's going to be a little bit chaotic. So just make sure that you stay in this Empress energy. Let's look at your energy. Why is the moon here for Aries? Why is the moon here for Aries? All right, so we have the Chariot in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands reversed. We have the Ten of Coins and the Queen of Wands reversed. So yeah, I almost feel like you're stuck. You feel stuck in this situation. It's like you're observing something here. You're observing these secrets. You're observing and obsessing about it, thinking about it, wondering about it. And it is going to be revealed around the end of the second week, maybe middle of the month. But I do feel like you've been feeling stuck. You've been feeling unable to move forward. You definitely have a lack of trust in somebody. You're exhausted. You're exhausted. I feel like this is a long-term connection. You were very vested in keeping this connection together because of close friends or family, primarily family perhaps, and also for financial reasons. I feel like, you know, dealing with this whole thing is causing your vibration to at times dip. But I do see that you are very cognizant of this and you bring it back up. So I am seeing here that you are surrounded by close friends and family. I do feel that you are, you know, supported. You have a support system here. And I feel like you don't really have to do a lot here. I feel like there's a little bit of a lack of action. You will need to make the decision to move forward or not. But if you're losing finances or losing money in this, I do feel like you will regain it as well. Be careful because the person you're dealing with could be slightly immature. And when things don't go the way they want, that's going to be a little bit of an issue. So let's see the energies coming towards Aries. Show me the energies coming towards Aries. All right, we have the Two of Cups. We have Judgment in reverse. And we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So the energy that's coming towards you, I definitely see more than one energy. I do see somebody from your past, somebody who there's been an ending here in a foundation of some sort. Maybe it was the marriage or maybe it was a long-term commitment, but there's been, you know, something, a foundation that has been torn down, likely because this person may have moved towards someone else. They've used poor judgment by introducing competition, which, you know, they knew would be inappropriate. This person could be having to deal with you regarding this foundation, and yet they are trying to avoid any kind of conflict with you as well. This would be somebody who uses poor judgment. I am also seeing, though, that you could be meeting somebody. It may even be during this process where this whole thing is being dissolved. You may be meeting somebody. I do feel like this is somebody who is going to develop or have strong feelings towards you, but they wonder if they're making a poor judgment call because of the situation. They do see you going through this ending here, or else they've recently gone through an ending perhaps. Either way, I do feel like this person is going to definitely, you know, have eyes for you. I feel like they're going to be holding back, though, because they don't want to be placed into competition should you, you know, try to resolve this. And that makes sense. A lot of people do not want to get involved with somebody who has just recently gotten out of a connection, because sometimes that person goes back into the connection and then they're heartbroken. So, all right, let's see Spirit's advice. It does look like there's some things that are wrapping up that maybe took a long time to you know, wrap up. So that is good. Show me Spirit's advice, please. There we go. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Two of Swords. All right, so Spirit is saying there is a need for you to use sound judgment here. After feeling rejected, after feeling left out in the cold, you're going to receive this love offer. We see it over here, and we see it in Spirit's advice. And there's a need for you to use sound judgment in this. Because it will put you at a crossroads. There is a decision that will have to be made. We see a decision being made at the end of the month for you, but this love offer is literally going to come to you after you have felt very rejected, very abandoned, and I do feel that it's gonna be a crossroads in your life, and it's gonna lead you to a decision. All right, so let's see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Aries at the end of June. Okay, so we have the Four of Coins, we have Temperance, and we have the King of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. All right, so I am seeing that you're very guarded here by the end of the month. You may have to choose, you may have to make a choice, and there's a sense here that you're guarded about that choice. You're also a little bit unbalanced by the end of the month because you are still holding on to something. You're still holding on to something here from the past. I do feel that your heart is opening up to love. There is a sense of you wanting love, but you may find that emotions seem to be very overwhelming. With Temperance here, though, I do feel like you are being spiritually guided and you are being guarded. I mean, I'm seeing this angelic presence in your life, you know, over and over. So I feel like whatever is taking place here, I do feel that you are being guided. You're extremely intuitive. You need to lean into that intuition and allow that guidance to bring about the balance that you're looking for. I do see that while you do want love in your life, you're very much focused on healing and finding your emotional balance. So I do feel like you're going to have other options. I don't see you, you know, deciding on any one particular option. I feel like you are very guarded about love. And I feel like, you know, you are focusing more on self. You've freed yourself from a terrible situation. There's a sense of fear about starting up anything new, but at the same time, you do want to find your emperor. I also feel like you're using your intuition. You're not accepting just anyone into your life. So I do think you have a lot of options here. And a lot of that is because you are releasing yourself from something that was very difficult, there was a lot of deception. There was a lot of, you know, secrets, and all of this stuff is coming out now. It's all coming out. So it is going to enable you to move forward into something more chaotic, something that's more healing. And, you know, at the point that you do a lot of healing, I feel like then you may decide that you're ready for that. But you're going to have the love offers. Bottom of the deck is the Death card. Yeah, that's that ending. So there's definitely something that is ending here for you, but you're moving forward and you are going to find a much more peaceful existence once this is resolved. So it is a month of change for you. All right, I'm going to pull from an Oracle deck. This is my Foxfire deck. I do love this deck. Pulling for Aries. All right, let's see what we've got, Aries. Okay, it's number 13. That does condense down to a 4. 4s are generally about stability, and it says fleeting beauty. So let me read that for you. Give me just a second, guys. All right, it says, cherish the moments of beauty in your life. This card beseeches you to look around you and to acknowledge the rare beauty of life. the glory of the daylight, the sweetness of the everyday moments that are gifts the universe gives to us all each day. There is a divine beauty that is fleeting and brief, but its very short life reminds you to seize every moment of loveliness every day and to know that you are a part of the great cycles of the planet. So open up to the divinity, savor the moments, cherish them, and most of all, notice them. For so many people are blind to all the blessings the planet has offered them. Make time for experiences in your life and grow the appreciation you have within your life. And it's not as simple as saying being grateful. We must first notice the beauty around us, see the beauty that is within us too, and to cherish it, no matter how brief and bright the gift burns. Find the pleasure in things that are temporary and do not lament their passing so hard that you are robbed of the joy of their presence. Find something in your life that is brief, that is temporary, that will not endure as other things do, and savor it, for it is rare and precious beauty for its rarity. Glory in the pleasures of this moment, those that lie within you, those that dwell outside of you, and know that all will return again and can be rediscovered within memory and the sanctity of reverent experience. All right. So I hope that this has been helpful for you, Aries. If you've resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you guys in your next reading, Aries, namaste.